Alright, hello everyone. Back with some more streams on working on my overlay. Because I need to first repair that, because everything is basically gone from me moving PCs. Slowly building it back up, but I also need to finish up features for certain things I've been working on. One of which is my music system, which I don't actually have visuals shown on stream right now. I have to add that. And another one is my emote system. Currently it's grouped into my main overlay project, which you can see here, stream overlay. I want to separate that out so that I can use it separately from the main overlay. And then so other people can also use it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a game capture, I think. This should be music system, or I'll do TerraCore visuals. Capture specific window. This will capture stream music debug. Okay, and I also want to allow transparency. There we go. Now if I drag this to the bottom left and then make it show display, it does not show for some reason. Hey Prodigal. Why is it not showing the visuals if I just set it to show visuals? Oh, there it is. Oh, and it's crashing. That is... Oh, and it has fully crashed. That is something. Hey, welcome in. Maybe I don't do a game capture? That just completely crashed the music system. Hello, yes, I'm Tiny Adagon. Here, I can make myself bigger. How's this? I am, not so tiny Adagon now. We can go micro Adagon. But I think it's a good size. Let's get area 1, sure. So I want to capture this. I have to do a window capture. TerraCore visuals. Capture TerraCore. Oh, it doesn't allow transparency if I don't do a game capture. Unless I swap this to be something else? No. Okay. But I can still not have visuals. Why is the visuals not showing no matter what I do? Using an emote system for my stream. I'm trying to make the visuals show on stream right now, but it won't work for some reason. Can you go so big we can see your chin hairs? There you go. Chin hair reveal. I can also... You can only see the hair now. Okay, so window capture won't work. So I'm going to have to do game capture. Hopefully it doesn't crash it this time. I don't want to capture a cursor. Capture specific. This would be TerraCore. Okay. And it's showing. Okay, so now it works. So I can move the visuals. So it's like that. I think that's good. Is that around what I had in my last overlay? Maybe a tiny bit bigger? Alright. So visuals now show on stream again. I'm gonna... First thing I want to do is work on the emote system probably. I basically already have it made apart from animated emotes. And all I have to do is move it out into a separate project. Both of what you said there, Bucky. I'm restoring what I previously had, and then also trying to finish up some of the projects I've been working on. So music system, I want to finish up version 2 of that, which is basically just finishing up all these tasks. And then I'm probably also going to make a site for it so that it's more inviting for other people to use the system. Because it is made so that other people can use it. First thing though, I'm going to... You cannot save a project in the selected path. Okay. What if I go to Godot, select new game project. I want to do... Ooh, what's a good name for the emote system? Instead of emote music, can you make a slime battle system instead? I could work on that instead. I probably want to work on that after I finish all the art for the slimes. I could work on it now, though. I'll finish the easy tasks first, and then I'll work on that later in the week. Emotional damage. True. It's a good pun, but I don't think it works for a emote system name. What do I want to do here? Why is there a randomize button? Galactic Medieval Legends. Great. Oh, my mic is working. That's great. I don't know why it's doing this. It disconnected my webcam and my mic again. I think my USB hub is just broken right now. I'm gonna have to replace it. Because everything that's been getting plugged into it has just been disconnecting. Oh, did the stream lag as well? Here, I'm gonna fix my webcam. Just a sec. I unplugged my light in case that's what's causing it. Or maybe I'll unplug my external hard drive as well. And now I'm going to go to video capture device, deactivate, activate. Okay. And then, there we go. Cam's back. Yeah, I unplugged my, here's my light still on. Okay, yeah, my light is unplugged and my external hard drive is unplugged. So if it doesn't cause any more issues, then one of those is causing the issues. That snap, what snap? Make sure to unplug your electricity as well, true. Okay, it did not like the Galactic Medieval Legends, so we'll randomize another one. Super Exploration Ventures. Awesome Martial Arts Fantasy. Mythic Platformer Adventures. Why does this feature exist? Okay, I'm not gonna question it. What is a Greek god of art? If I do this real quick, and then in a new tab, Greek god of art. Oh, it's Apollo. Of course it is. Okay, what's the Roman god? Minerva? Zeus? True. Aphrodite? Zeus was Artie. Yeah. List of art deities. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, let's move this over to the main screen. So we got Bastet. Apollo, Athena, Dionysus. Just name the emote system Dionysus. Goddess of Tragedy? That sounds like a great one. Okay. Apollo is in both Greek and Roman. Zeus. Oh, wait, is he here? Oh, he is. Poseidon's also there, and Hades. Why are the big three all here? I don't know. I don't like any of these god names to name a system after. I am skipping Squeaky Symphony. There we go. Was that Aztec one? Which one? Where's Aztec? Oh, here. Oh. Can't pronounce that. There's no way I can pronounce that. I could. What is it the god of? Pre-Columbian god of music, dance, mischief, and song. And then there's another one. Go to the back of your Wi-Fi router and call it whatever letters you find there. True. Just take my credit card out, name it the 3 wacky digits in the back. We'll just say use banner words so you don't have to say it. Here. What else can I name the system? I'm going to the related words site. Related words. Type of word. Art. How does this relate to art? Okay, visual. Fair. Oh, one other thing I want to do is add in the hello commands. It's like hello and then person. And it just does a voice line of me saying hello, whoever that is. I feel like that'd be fun. Cast it with an emote. Yes. That is actually a great idea. The issue with that is SEO. If I search emote, what does it give me? Emote. Apparently exists in Urban Dictionary. Ah. That is a definition. Okay, what about with the dash? Sophisticated expense management platform developed and used by fine-tuned word class category experts. You can call it something related to castles? True. Castle. Rook. It's never good if it exists. Urban Dictionary is on the first page of results. To be fair, Urban Dictionary isn't the first page of results. It's something that links to Urban Dictionary that's on the first page of results. It's saying this word is referenced on these websites. Want to see how many layers out we can get from an emotes? You can call it something related to castles, then link it back by saying emote. True. What is... Oh, right, the drawbridge is over the moat. So we have the moat, the emote, then there's the drawbridge over that. Now what goes over the drawbridge? A cart filled with resources. Call it drawbridge? Nah, that's too close to moat. What's another word for a cart full of resources? Wagon? Wait, wagon ends with gone. What about interpreting emote as electronic moat? That is also an option. Emotronic. True, yeah, I could call it that. Oh, hey, Sir Knight, welcome in. How you doing over on the YouTube side? What's the electronic digital equivalent of a moat around a castle? I don't know. Like a firewall? What are you saying please for? I said hi to you already, didn't I? Yeah, welcome in. I don't think you can call it firewall. Why not? It's the emote wall. Emote wall. The wall of emotes. Did the YouTube stream... Is the YouTube stream still up after the whole unplugging issue? Or did it break? I think it should be still up. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's still up. We're good. Hey, Zevadesk, welcome in. Remote. Hey, Big Whirly. Napalm. Okay. What if I call it... What were the ideas we had? We had like the firewall part, and then we had the electricity part, and the wagon. What's another word for wall? Fence? Mural? Is something that can combine into emote. Many of wise men and national council that served England in the days of the Anglo-Saxons before the Norman conquest just learned a new word. Wait, that's actually a word? Emote to firewall to napalm to war crimes. Yeah. Ask GPT? I could. I feel like it's funnier if we just do a manual chain. Um... Who are you talking to? I'm multi-stream to both YouTube and Twitch. So there's people that are over on the Twitch side who are chatting and just respond to them. But yeah, usually when somebody says something, I try to repeat what they say so people on both sides can know what was said. The YouTube side has less chatters than the Twitch side, though. I'm going to try to make it a bit more active in the future. Emote GPT. True. That is also an option. How does Fox relate to art? Or what if I do picture here? I think I might just call it emote wall. Unless this is a better word for wall. Yeah, we can do emote wall. And it works because it can actually create a wall of emotes at the bottom. Have we given up on expanding emote? The walls are in front of the emotes. You got the emotes and then the e-walls. Well, I guess wall-e's is the other way you could take that. Yeah? What's up, Sir Knight? Okay. Let's name this. I'm calling it emote wall. Just so for SEO, because it has the word emote in it. For your folder. Made any progress to your Twitch integration plugin? Not really, because I've been busy with Loomdari. I'm going to start doing some progress on it this week, though, because I've got a week off from university. I'm just trying to finish up my music and emote systems first. Import and edit. So I'm just separating out my emote system into its own project rather than being in my overlay so other people can use it. And it's basically just a system that shows emotes at the bottom of the screen whenever somebody sends one. It's So like I can send Atagon Fire real quick, and then it should show up at the bottom of my screen. Or not. I guess it refuses to do that. Oh, do I not set it? Okay, I don't think I set it up in my new overlay. And yes, exclamation mark song is not a command. If I go to overlay, so this is the overlay window. If I do Atagon Jam, it shows up there. Gotta drop for dinner, have fun or else? Alright. Okay, I can game capture this. I want to do... I guess I'm not going to bother doing overlay visuals because I'm going to separate this out in a sec. And I want to edit stream overlay. There's so many Twitch event listeners. You can just ignore that entire section. Over here. This big girly, you can't prove that. Yeah. I have an emotes object that I basically just have to copy over. So this uses my Twitch system, reads in channel chat messages, and then shows the emotes, pretty much. So I have to copy over my Twitch add-on. So I can go over here into File Manager. I should not have cut there. I can just copy it. Go to Emote Wall. Go to Add-ons. And then paste that here. And then I want to... What are their temp files? I'm going to delete those. I'm going to have to edit the auth file, but I am not going to show that on stream. Oh, those Twitch event listers, those are from your thing? Yeah, that's my thing. I'm only using mine right now here. The ones that are in here are ones I haven't actually added in yet. I just have them there for the future. But I have a bunch of command objects with different listeners that listen to commands. And then I have them connected up to objects here to respond. And then I have sound effect listeners in this one. So the claps, the laugh track, and the boo. And then the audio that plays from them. Oh, that actually reminds me. I forgot to add back in the push-up redeem. I'll do that before I forget. I'm sure as soon as I add it in, somebody's going to redeem it. Okay, if I go to viewer rewards, channel points, move this onto this screen. Where's the push-ups? Here it is. And you got another one, emote to electronic mote to electronic art to EA Sports. It's in the game. Yeah. All right. So I've copied over my system. I'm going to want to make a new application in my Twitch dev console. So log into that on my other monitor. So if I go to dev.twitch.tv, log in with Twitch, authorize your console, and then Atagon stream emotes, redirect URL, I'll copy what I did for my overlay. So 7178, sure. Great. There we go. Oh yeah, I added some new music to the music system. It's only one more pack of songs, but it's more Halloween oriented, as you can hear. For good SEO, you could call it how you type that eggplant emote. Okay, an emote wall. Failed to why does it fail to load script? Okay, so I'm gonna have to hide the screen for a sec. You guys get a black screen. Who did the channel emote art? Usually you can click on the emote to see on any channel, and then it will show you whoever drew the emotes, but Rinks did the art for my emotes. Click-through rate would be atrocious. Okay, I'm in the auth file, which is why you guys cannot see the screen. And then I am manually editing the info here. So I want to get the client ID, there it is. The client secret. User ID, broadcaster ID can stay the same, and then that should be good. And now I can show you guys the screen again. There you go. That is a big Pagorli emote. I haven't actually seen that one before. Is that new? Okay, but theoretically, if I click play here... Oh, I don't have a main scene. Scene. Main. Set as main scene. Play. This should work, hopefully. There we go. Except it did not log in to Twitch because I don't have the add-on set up yet. Your favorite emote at the moment? That is an emote. A couple of weeks? Okay, so fairly new. Yeah, that is terrifying. Okay, so over here, I'm going to want to add this object as an auto load. So I can add it here, add, close. Now if I play, authorize. Okay, and it has connected, but there is an error. What is the error? Condition is open is true. Okay, that's fine. I do main.gd here. Get viewport dot transparent bg equals true. And then project transparent, true, per pixel transparency, true. And then the window should be transparent, except it's black for me. All right. And now all I have to do is add in the objects that I had in the main overlay. So I can go to overlay. The emote objects here. Copy. Emote wall. Paste that here. Go to main, drag in emotes. And now if I play, does this work? If I do Atagon fire, it shows up. Okay, so it's working. That's good. I'm going to create a source folder. Drag in these into it. And then I'm going to want to add an icon to the application and also add a way to whitelist the emotes that come in. Currently, I just have the whitelist here. I'm going to probably want to move that to the user folder so that I can export the project and then just add it without needing to edit the source code. Okay, I whitelist based on channel ID. So how am I going to do this? I guess in a ready function, I could check to see if it doesn't have a user folder yet, and if not, create one and also create a whitelist file. So this I need to change to be source and then emote.tscn. There we go. So over here, I want to do func ready, and then var whitelist equals new array. Ready here. What's a good way to check if a file exists? Godot check if folder exists. Okay, if file exists, will this work with folders? It should work with folders, right? Yeah, since there's no specific folder function. Returns true if the file exists in a given path. For non-static relative equivalent, use dir access file exists. Okay. If file exists, user. I actually don't need to do a folder in here. I could just do whitelist.txt. If it exists, I want to read the file. Otherwise, I want to create the file. Access.create, or do I have to do dir access? Godot create file. Create file in user folder. os.getSystemDir. Okay, what does this do? Returns the path to commonly used folders across different platforms. It's defined by dir. Okay, that's not what I want. Var user folder equals os dot get user data dir. That should be what I want. Returns the absolute directory path where user data is written. Okay. What's the return? It's a string. Okay. But I want to open up in dir access so I can actually create a file, right? Sudo create file. Is file access. Okay, I think I've got it. All I have to do is open it here. Otherwise, I write to it here. So this would be whitelist.txt. So theoretically, because whitelist doesn't exist yet, if I click play here, it should create the whitelist folder. So if I go to my folder and I look at that, so if actually I'm gonna have to go to app data. That is not what I want to run. App data. Godot, app user data, emote wall. Okay, and we've got whitelist.txt, so it worked. There's a slime pack in chat, by the way, for anybody who wants that. I'll also turn on to it. There we go. So we have whitelist.txt. So theoretically, I can open this up, add some ID to it, save it, and then it would be able to be read in. So if I add in my own ID, save that. Okay. For content equals file get as text. For file equals that. All comments, yeah. Snowflake, charcoal, lagoon. Whitelist equals content dot split new line. And then I get rid of this whitelist. Swap it there, click play. So now my own emote should be whitelisted. So if I do add gunfire, it shows up. And it is working as normal. And if I check remote, main, emotes, whitelist, we have one, and the one is my channel ID, which is working. Is there something I can do better than IDs? If I go to emote, oh no, I guess here, fragment.emote. What else does fragment.emote give me? If I print that out, there has to be like a slug or something. If I do add gunfire again, owner ID. Okay, there is no slug. Fair, I guess. I think there should be a slug. I guess if I want a slug, I'm gonna have to fetch it manually from the Twitch API, which I probably don't want to do. So I can just do IDs, it's fine. And then I'm going to add all my whitelisted channels to my whitelist. So Equilis, Isboats, Kubiman, Tabugus, Pomo, and Rinks. I think I'm going to want to add comments as well. So I could do what I did before and have the hash as the comment. So I'll add those in and then do some checking to get rid of them. So copy Rinks in. There we go. Now over here, for ID in whitelist, var ID split equals ID dot split. And this will split on a hash sign. If ID split dot size is greater than 1, ID equals ID split index 0. And that should get rid of the hashes. So if I play remote emotes whitelist, it did not get rid of them. Print ID split. Okay, so it did work. I just can't do this in a for each loop. Hey, have a good stream. All right, thanks for stopping by, Bucky. I'm also going to want to trim it. So do for I in range 0 whitelist.size. This would be whitelist I whitelist I equals ID split 0. And then whitelist I equals whitelist I dot trim. That should handle all the cases. So if I play now, trim and base string. Does string not have a trim function? It has to have an equivalent, right? Godot string. Erase is not what I want. Is empty is not what I want. L strip. Oh, it's called strip. Non-existent function strip. R strip? Why is there not just a generic strip? It removes a set of characters defined in chars from the string's end. Okay, so I can do rstrip. Is there a default? It's not, but I can do spaces. Go to Emote, Emotes, and there we go. Now we have the IDs, not the comments. I can get rid of this. I move the emote cache back up. Play. Here we go. So the emote system is back in. And there's also the whitelist moved to the user folder. So now I'm going to add that to my stream. Game capture, emote wall. Allow transparency, capture specific. I want to do emote wall debug. Make that the full size, like that. And then if I do Adagon catch real quick, it shows up on stream. And emotes are back to normal. Okay. One other thing I wanted to do with the emote system is to add in a range that the emotes can spawn in, instead of having it be the entire screen. That would be harder though, because I'll have to actually do a GUI or something for that. I could do it though. The issue is, how is the best way to do that? Or so better do a GUI for adding things to the whitelist. Because I could manually edit that. Not manually, I could add a feature where you could do a popover, insert an ID into it, click save, and then it gets added to the text file. I think I'll do that. Just because it's better user experience. So the two things I want to do, can I note them down somewhere? Thing number one is I want to add a way to add to whitelist in the app itself. And then thing number two is I guess if I do it in the app itself, it's going to show up on stream for people, which they might not want. I guess they could just not do it on stream and use the text file away instead. Yeah. And then I'm going to want to also add a way to reload and get new additions from the text file. Or I could do that every minute. Pull from text file every so often. And then adjust range emotes spawn in app. I think that's the only three settings I want. And then the last thing that would need to be done for the emote app is to add in animated emotes. And I believe there's nothing else that it needs. Unless people want to adjust how the emotes look when they spawn in. I think I'm also going to do small delay between emotes, probably. Just as a warning, Twitch is going to run an ad break, so we're going to do a short 3-minute break, and then I'll be back to work on these features after it's done. But I'm going to go stretch for a bit. As soon as the break starts, I'll switch to the... I guess I don't really have an ad break scene. I guess I could create that. Or I could just use this screen for now. If I do like text. If I do like stretch break here. If I do something like that, and then just hide my camera, it should be good. Twitch has not started them yet, though. Oh, there they go. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Alright. Ad break should be done. So welcome back, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna wanna do these 5, and then once I finish them, I can move on to the music system and to add some new features to that. So first of all, I'm going to want to add the UI for adjusting the range the emotes spawn in. What's happening? I'm currently working on the emote system for my stream. So if I send an emote real quick. Did I not? Oh, do I not have it running? Okay, if I... Oh, it just is not showing my webcam anymore. That's interesting. Not sure what caused that. Oh, it's because it's in front. Okay. Okay, small technical difficulties here. I'm gonna want to capture this. There we go. For some reason, I captured the editor view instead of the actual application. Okay, but now, theoretically, if I do Attic on Fire, it shows up on stream at the bottom there. So I'm just working on doing some improvements to that system. But yeah, welcome in. I just added a system where people can create a file, and then the channel IDs they put in there are the channel IDs that are whitelisted to actually show emotes on stream. And now I'm doing a feature where you can change the region that emotes spawn in. Oh, did it show the overlay again? I'm just gonna hide it. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, is it because I don't have it set? Oh, it says match title, otherwise find window with the same executable. I'm gonna want to do window title must match. There we go. And now that shouldn't be causing issues anymore. Using Twitch's event sub? Yeah. Basically how it works is I hook into event sub, I listen for channel chat messages. When it finds one, it sends that to my emote system. And then it sees if there's an emote fragment, and if there is, it sends the emote on stream. Hey New Jank, welcome in. Currently working on my emote system right now. That shows on stream. So I'm going to want to add an animated emotes. I think I tried to do this before, but it did not go well. But I could try that again. Over here, I'm going to want to set the size to 640 by 360. What size is it currently set to? 1152 by 648. Okay. So set the canvas to that. And then add a child node. I'm going to want to add something that can be dragged, which is going to be is there no UI element for dragging? There's line in it, but that's not what I want because that's an input field. There's trees, graph edits, text edit. There's buttons, but it's option button, check button, color picker button. Was looking at event sub, but I thought you need to have a publicly accessible endpoint to TLS SSL. No, you don't have to have it publicly accessible. If I go to my system, I have a localhost server that I read messages into. You just have to set the redirect. Well, not redirect. Actually, for WebSockets, what you have to do is you have to start up a WebSocket that listens to Twitch's WebSocket URL. So if I go over here, here's Twitch's event sub WebSocket URL. So you get that, you then connect to that with your WebSocket, and then you can just read messages from that without needing to have a publicly accessible thing. And then I also have a HTTP server, which is just a localhost server that handles the authentication. But yeah, I've got an HTTP server, which handles authentication, HTTP client, which handles interacting with Twitch's API, and then a WebSocket client, which handles interacting with Twitch's WebSocket client, or Twitch's WebSockets for sending out events that happen. And authentication for reading in all my authentication info. I think first thing I'll do is add in the whitelist system. To do that, I'm going to create a popover. Is there a node for this? Or is there a modal? Or is it a dialog? Pop-up? Pop-up menu? Pop-up panel? I think I do pop-up panel. Mode windowed. So theoretically, if I go over here and ready, I get a reference to the popover panel, and then I call something to make it show. I guess visible equals true. And then I play this. What does that look like? I don't see it. It's because it's hidden off screen. Doesn't look like it. I'm just gonna do a color rect. Center that. Set the color to black with some transparency. Expand it. And then do an input. Line edit. That as a child of the color rect. And then do a button. This be just a regular button. This be anchored to the center. And then put a bit down. So something like this. Text, add. Placeholder text, insert channel ID. And I'm gonna do a link to a channel ID lookup site. Go to or ID lookup site. Then move this over to the right. Now if I play, oh, this doesn't exist anymore. Okay, it's showing over there, which is not where I want it to show. So I can make this go to the right spot. There we go. And I'm going to want a header, I guess. Just say what is actually happening here. Expand the region. And then do a rich text label. Or I could just do a label. This would be add to whitelist. And then I'm going to want another option for editing whitelist. Horizontal alignment, center. So I can change the size, I guess in theme overrides. Constant font size 24, and then add an outline 6. There we go. That doesn't look great. At the bottom, I could have a view that's showing all the current things on the whitelist. Over here, I'm going to do another button. Call this one Edit. Decrease the size. And move it over here. Okay, so over here, I'll do the link to the ID lookup site first because that would be easy. Rename the buttons, submit button, lookup button, edit button, add label, and then insert ID align edit. And this can just be changed to a control because I don't use the background. This be changed to add to whitelist. I'll do a function here. Func show, and then func hide. Var size tween, if size tween not kill, and then size tween equals create tween, size tween dot tween property, self, scale, vector 2.1 over 0.5 seconds. I do the same for hide, except that'll go to 0. And then we're going to want to set the ease type to ease out, and the transformation type to transformation back. Set the ease here to ease out, and the transformation type to quad. Oh, this overrides. What's another thing I can call this? What's a synonym for show? Display. Appear, no. I don't like any of these. Show synonym. Yeah, there's no good words. I could just do another word onto here, so show pop-up. Hide pop-up. Now in emotes. Or I could just do it based on input and do that directly into the add to whitelist. I do add new action. The action here will be show whitelist pop-up, hide whitelist pop-up. This would be W for whitelist, and then E for exiting the whitelist. I could also do a close button. If I just do X here and move it up here. Anchor it to the top right. Close button. Connect pressed to the add to whitelist script. And that would call hide pop-up. Over here, func process. If input dot is action just pressed, show whitelist pop-up. Then I want to show pop-up. Elif input dot is action just pressed, hide a whitelist pop-up. And then I want to hide pop-up. There we go. Start with that hidden. Then I can play. If I click W, oh, I don't set it to be visible. I want a reference to it. Add to whitelist dot visible equals true. And then over here, size tween dot tween callback, func add to whitelist dot visible equals false. Play. Now if I do W, it shows. If I do E, it hides. Okay. The issue with that is the pivot's not set correctly. So I'm gonna have to change the pivot to be the center. And then I'm gonna want to set the starting size to vector 2.0. So I'll do func ready. Scale equals vector 2.0. Now if I play, W, it shows, E, it hides. I'll do 0.25 for the hide. There you go. And then if I type something and then hide it, it still is there in the box, which I'm probably gonna have to reset. I'll probably do that. Oh, why'd I do a self-reference? I don't need to do that. I can do insert ID line edit, and whenever it hides, dot clear. There we go. Now if I play, if I show it, shows, I can type something, and then if I hide it, and then show it again, it's now cleared. Oh, this is showing on stream, in the center there. Okay. So now what I want to do is do a link to the ID converting site. To do that, I'm going to search up get Twitch ID. Stream weasels, sure. Or stream charts. Okay, so if I test this out and enter my channel name, convert. Oh, it has a limit. Yeah, I'm not using that one. I'll just use stream results. Convert. Convert. Okay. I don't see a better one, so I'm going to link this. What are you working on? I'm working on my emote system. So, here, if I play it real quick. There we go. So it's the system that shows the emotes at the bottom of the screen. So I do an emote there, you can see it show up. Currently I'm working on a system where you can manually add and remove channels from a whitelist within the app itself instead of needing to modify the source code. So I'm just creating a modal. We can just enter a channel ID and then submit it. So for the lookup button, I'm going to want to connect pressed to the script and then open up a new browser window. Actually, black or is it chroma keyed? It's transparent. It's not actually black, and it's not chroma keyed. It's just my computer currently shows transparent windows as black. Over here, Godot open browser tab. Okay, it's os.shell open. os.shell open. And then that link. So I play, and then I click this, it opens up the tab. Or I could do this in the app itself. More stream stuff? Yeah. I'm just working on my emote system right now. Why am I doing a lookup site when I can just do this myself? Is there something in the Twitch API that lets me look up a Twitch ID? Twitch API. So I figured out Godot 4.3 starts just as fast as 4.2 as long as you're using 4+ renderer. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. I'm using 4 plus right now, which I guess slower when using compatibility. Is that a bug they're looking to fix? Twitch API get channel ID. Okay, found the API reference. Get channel information. That's looking for a broadcaster ID. It was on the GitHub, and that was where I learned you could get the old speed by switching to 4 plus. Interesting. The ID of the broadcaster channel you want to get. Okay, but I want to get the ID. I don't want to use the ID. Okay, follow channels. Start commercial. Get chatters. Get show emotes. Get global emotes. Create clip. Get clips. Get conduit. What's a conduit? Content classification labels. Oh, guest star settings. Okay, so there's things for the new feature Twitch added in for the knock-in. That's not what I want right now. Get VIPs. Guess the channel stream key. Interested in trying the really short game I made in 2 days for Good or Wild. If you throw it into my game submission channel, I can play it on Friday. Actually, what day is Friday? If I look at calendar. '25th. What day is Loom Dariant? Oh, Loom Dariant's on Friday. Okay. I might not do gameplay on Friday. I can play it real quick right now. Why not? Lindar, they're going. The rating period is going. I'm going to stream. I'm going to do a stream right after it ends, streaming the games that won it. Oh wait, I probably can't even do that because Dever die. I forgot about that. What is this? Let me stop my music. Terracore, stop. There we go. Okay. Hope I'm trapped in folders. Hope I'm not trapped. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's read only. Okay, fair. I was gonna try to edit it. Only use 2 of the 9 days. Nice. What did I just run? True. Oh, it unlocks level 2. Is your sound working? Yeah. Oh, right. You guys cannot hear. Let me swap. There. Can you guys hear? It doesn't look like you can, which is weird. Oh, there we go. Okay. If Infinite stairs, more stairs. Oh, come on. It doesn't even do more folders. It just links back. It's a shortcut. That's a bad infinite stairs. Come on. Blue mailbox. Love letter for you.txt.vbs. Oh, the infinite stairs. Okay, you can only click on the arrow to go back. You can't click on the actual thing up there. Brown door. Doghouse. Where's Wallware? Oh, there he is. He doesn't like quite right. He seems to have caught a virus. Gray doormat. All the bugs have escaped. My program and now roam my yard. Very interesting, really underestimated sapling. Sort of from one there's now there's a metric ton. I can go to level 3 though. What color is my house? Blue. Oh, I have to write it down. Oh wait, no, it's teal, isn't it? It's teal. Yeah, easy game. I don't even have to check. My scale has been thrown off balance. Make both sides equal in weight. Run a scale program, then select ways to put on it. Leave and return to reset. Okay. So I can put 2 things onto it. I do the same for right. How do I see what the current weight is? Oh, if I full screen this, doesn't really do anything. Can't see current weight. So it's trial and error time. So left side, I'll do 6 and 4. Right side, 1 and 3. Okay, that does not work. Oh wait, is it numbers? So if I do 1, 6, and then 3, 4. Okay, that works. Does that make them equal? True. 5 letters to keep. Level 5 to store. My mysterious file is being corrupted just like my dog. Find the 5-letter word that could have caused this. That should restore the file's beauty. Then enter the beauty into the remind file. Read only. Find the 5-letter word that could have caused this. The 5-letter word that could have caused this? Do I have to get 5 letters out of the title? I don't see any subwords that would make sense. Just like my dog. Do I have to go back to the dog? Oh, virus. Cry? Remind me to cry? That is something. Level 6, escape. You thought you were the one escaping? Yes. Thank you for playing Let Me Escape. I see. Yeah, it's a nice little game. It is not very polished, but I guess that makes sense for you having 2 days to do it. I forward to close the notepad. The puzzles were nice. Lie to the player const. Oh, is that from the escaping thing? Because that's not really constantly, but I can see it. What was the other one? Player needs to repair it and or restore something. Oh, the computer. Yeah, nice little game. Puzzles are fun. Repair the scales. That is also something for the card. Also, I feel like this doesn't really match to what the ending is. Was thinking of expanding the idea into a full game. Yeah, you could do that. I had that file loaded in the last 2 minutes of the jam. Fair. But yeah, main things that it needs is something to fill in the sound space. And just some more polish in the visuals. The wild theme was haunted. Oh, it is? Oh, nice. What was the other wild card? And include an entity that follows the player. How our theme is chosen. Which visuals? For like what needs to be polished? Everything. It gonna have the virus chase the player but ran out of time. Like this doesn't look great right now. It just seems like basic UI, which is fine for a jam game, but if you want to expand it out, you probably want to polish it up a bit. Add some padding to the top, make this area clickable, add some padding so this isn't right on the edge, and make it so that it's not extremely pixelated. So it's Media File Explorer, how to improve. Look at how a regular File Explorer is able to be interacted with, and then mimic the behavior, pretty much. And maybe add more polish than what regular File Explorer has. Screenshot the arrow icon. Nice. Yeah, this is off center. This is off center. Just enter in arrow keys if you want. But how do you go back then? Escape? No. Backspace? Okay, backspace. Have some sound effect when somebody clicks on the lock, but they can't enter it. Left and right? Oh, that also works. Okay. Up the infinite stairs. What do people say? How did you implement the trackable windows? Yeah, that's just Godot's system. Solve the scales on accident. Pretty doable, because there's only 16 combinations, I think. I guess order doesn't matter. And also, it's pretty much only going to be 2 and 2. So I guess 4 combinations. The scales they did 1, 3, and 4. Oh, that also works. Also, this answer is very easy because it's just the color of the notepad. So people are reminded to say TL. So left side 1 3. Oh, left side 1 3. What? I keep doing that because I keep double clicking. Hey Wendell. 1 3. Right side 4. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, I see how you could do it on accident there. Okay. Back to figuring out how to get channel ID. Twitch get channel ID from name. From ID to ID. No, let's shout out. How the heck do I get an ID? Get users endpoint. Get users. Gets information about one or more users. Oh, the login name of the user you get. Nice. Okay, that works. Do you mean to start the music? Oh, right. I need to do that. Where's my music system? There it is. Okay. To specify more than one user, include the login parameter for each user you get. For example, login equals foo and login equals bar. Okay. I could do that. Because I only really need to get one. Do I already have the user's endpoint? If I go to my HTTP client, I do have the user's endpoint, so I have used this before. Okay. So what I have to do here, oh, this is stream overlay. I want to get emote wall. When somebody clicks submit, if it's a number, it just does the number. Otherwise, if they enter a channel name, I can convert that to a number. For value equals insert ID line edit dot. Have you played Pony Island? I've not played it, but I've watched other people play it. Manly Bass Hero. I watched his playthrough. How do I get the content? Oh, dot text. That would do it. So then I check to see if value is a number. Is valid int. Else. So if it's a valid int, then I add it to the whitelist. So you do a signal new whitelist ID. Was thinking of going that sort of route if I expanded the game. Yeah, that could work. need to make sure it doesn't feel overly cheesy. Because things like Pony Island are now. Because just so many games have done similar styles. New whitelist ID. Like running a virus sort of thing. It's been a while since I played. Like, just the whole style of... what do I call that kind of game? File-based horror, I guess. With things like Pony Island, Doki Doki. There's a bunch of games that have now gone that sort of route. So you have to make sure you bring something unique to it. ID int new whitelist ID dot emit value dot, I guess I'll do int and then value. And then I also want to do a Twitch call here. HTTP or twitchgod.http client.request. What did I call the function? Yeah, it's request. Why is it not letting me request? Request? Like how there's too many games that would try to break the fourth wall sort of thing? Yeah. Yeah, if your whole premise is just breaking the fourth wall, it's already been done a ton of times, so you'll have to bring something unique to it. Because you're going that sort of type of game with the file explorer things. Request, I want to request dot API type. Where's API type defined? Oh, it's defined in client. Mine was gonna be more puzzle-esque than horror fourth wall breaking. Fair. So sort of the same genre of area. Same kind of area of game. Over here, arguments are going to be a new dictionary. Login with value. Var ID equals await that. Freshwater Fern, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Currently working on some stream overlay improvements. What I'm currently working on, I can play real quick. So if I send an emote in chat, so let's say I do Attic on Fire, it will show up at the bottom of my screen over there. Over there. Pointing the wrong direction. But yeah, welcome everyone. What are you working on? So shout out Freshwater Fern. There we go. If anybody's not followed, go follow. Do it. I guess I can ask you because you rated me now. Can I add your emotes to my emote overlay? Because because I do a whitelist system. Huge moment for me, getting a shout out on the Mythic Atticon tab. Nice. My emotes? Alright. Let me get your channel ID. Actually, I have a link to it. If I go to the ID lookup site, Twitch username, freshwater fern, convert. Okay, and then we get the ID. And then now I'm going to want to go to the whitelist and add that. Freshwater fern. There we go. Now if I play this, your emotes should show up at the bottom. So if you send any emote from your channel. Hey, there's one. Yeah, you can see that it now works with your channel. And there's the ones you just sent. Yeah. I'm trying to finish it up today. I'm probably not going to be able to do that. But I'm going to want to finish up the modals so I can add in IDs directly from the app. And then I want to add in a system so you can adjust the range the emotes spawn in. It only works for channels I've whitelisted, just so I can ask the streamers if I can actually have their emotes showing on my stream. Do to dash off though, love you and hope you have a great stream. Yeah, thanks for the raid. And thanks for stopping by. Good luck with whatever you're leaving to do. Use mine if you like. Alright. Let me copy your name. Put that into the converter. Get the ID. And then add you over there. Should be that username. There we go. And then I refresh this. And it should now work. Yeah, if you send an emote from your channel, it should show up at the bottom. Reminds me I need a new emote wall. Yeah. This one I am making open source, so anybody could use it. Once I finish up the last couple of features that I've written down here. Okay. So over here, I admit that there's a new whitelist ID. I'm going to want to do comments as well. Okay, I can do that later. For now, make sure this works. If I go to emotes, or add to whitelist, new whitelist ID, connect to emotes. Whitelist dot pushback ID. Now if how am I going to test this? Shark jump? Or did that work? I didn't see if it worked or not. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my own channel from the whitelist. Oh, there they are. Yeah. Can you simulate events via stream elements in OBS or similar? Simulate events via stream element. You can simulate events in OBS using a system OBS has I haven't really used before, but OBS has WebSockets and stuff. But yeah, it is theoretically possible. I don't have that set up for my own stuff. I just manually call the functions because I have it all in Godot. So I removed my channel from the whitelist. I can refresh this. So now theoretically, if I send Attic on Fire, it won't show up. And now if I insert channel ID and I enter... Oh, if I type E, it closes. That's an issue. Here, I need to fix that. I have a low control panel and OBS that I can trigger fake events with for testing. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. I might try to set that up eventually. For now, my current workflow is fine. So I'm gonna want to not close it if I have the input area focused on. So focus entered and focus exited. I'll connect those up. Var line focused equals false. Over here, I want to do line focused equals true. Over here, line focused equals false. And then on hide whitelist pop-up and not line focused. And that should make it not close. The stream elements plug into OPS, just the event emulation, not helpful at that moment though. What are you trying to do with emotes in Godot? So basically how this works is whenever people send a message, I read in the message, I check to see if there's any emotes in it, and if there is, it shows up at the bottom of my screen. So let me just add my channel real quick. And that does not work because I did not do API type in front. As soon as I can get this call to work, I can show you how it looks at the bottom there. Add on dev, submit. Okay, that should have worked. And then now if I do Attic on Fire, it did not work. That's something I'm gonna have to fix. Okay, I'll just show you what it looks like first. If I play Attic on Fire, there it is. So you can see the emote appeared at the bottom of the screen. It would do that for any channel that's whitelisted. Yeah, I currently have around 10 channels whitelisted based on streamers I asked if I could use their emotes in my stream. For game integration as a channel overlay, channel overlay. Yeah, it's also going to be open source, so anybody will be able to use it. Once I finish up the last couple of features and push it to my Git instance. What license? MIT. I also have another one for a music system. So the music playing on my stream right now is being played through a music system I made, which I can show you real quick. Yeah, here's the window for my music system. If I hit D to show the song playing, you can see it show up in the bottom left. I do MPL 2.0 because I am a greedy open source dev. I honestly haven't seen MPL before. Let me look at that. MPL 2.0. Oh, it's Mozilla. Okay. But yeah, normally I do MIT. Or if I'm forced to, because I've been forced to for some projects, HEPL. HEPL's nasty? Yeah. There's forum I run on the software used is under HEPL, so anything I build for that has to be HEPL. But yeah, my music system is currently up and available for anybody to use. Hydrate. Oh, do I not have a water bottle here? Okay, I'll get that next time there's a break. And then I'll hydrate right after. Nice overlay. Thank you. Oh, that's outdated. Don't ignore that link. I can give you the actual link in a sec. But I do not use GitHub anymore. If I go to Explorer, yeah, this should give you it. No Forger instance, but there's the repo link. And on there's a repo called Terracore, and that's my music system. Yeah, there's the direct link to it. I still need to write documentation for it. LD56, yeah. I did window creatures. This one. Which is basically a game in computer Windows. Yeah, I also hosted the Score Chasers tournament yesterday. Thank you for the sub, appreciate it. Now you get to use the chickens. Good luck. Thank you. What game did you make? Let's see if I played it already. It's a very low chance I've actually played it because of how many games are in the jam. But I might have. Spud Customs. Spud Customs. Oh, it's a Papers, Please type game. Nice. Feel like 60 or so and couldn't do more. Fair. This looks cool. Oh, and then... Nice. So just Papers, Please with potatoes. First Godot game, nice. 5 strikes and you have to get 25 score. And you've got a web build. You've got a Windows build here but on the itch page. Is that intentional or... Expanding it for a Steam release now and adding kind of Soylent Green story? Nice. I can check it out later. Yeah, I think I have the repo for my... Oh, I don't have the repo for the music system up. Not music system, emote system, because I just made that. But yeah, eventually emote system will appear in my Git instance. I guess I'm probably not going to do animated emotes yet. I can just push it before that. The things I definitely want to do is this one, and this one. It's the first 3. But yeah, normally whenever I participate in Jam, I stream games from the Jam, and a couple streams after the Jam ends. So if you ever make a game for like Loom Dire or something, you can just stop by in one of the streams after the Jam and then submit it for me to play it. Pretty cool idea for Loom Dire 56. I'm pulling that down now. Nice. But yeah, I'm done with my plain streams until the Jam ends now though. And then on... Actually, what day is Dev or Die? Depending on when Dev or Die is, I might do a stream playing the winners of the Jam. Yeah, normally I participate in Lumdari, Brackies, GMTK, and some Liquido Wild Jams. I need to end already, I want my score so bad. I can give you secret tech. You can get your scores early, theoretically. Not yet though, but there's a way to get your score directly from the API while the top 20 countdown is going. I think there's a guide going how to do it in the Lumdari Discord. Or you could use one of the sites that show you your results. But yeah, it released in the API early just so he can query for the top 20. Is it top 20? It's either top 20 or top 10. I forget which one. Oh, ads are going. Okay. I'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna go grab some water and stretch a bit. But I'll be back in a sec. Fingers crossed for top 100. Alright. Yeah, good luck. I haven't reached top 100 in Lumdari yet, so I'm hoping for that as well. Thanks for the follow. Thank you. I forgot about that. But yeah, there's still 20 seconds in the ad break, so I'm not going to do work until that fully ends. I did the sip for the hydrate somebody redeemed earlier. And yeah, first thing I'm going to want to do is to finish up the whitelist here. Figure out why it's not working when I add in a username. Okay, ad break's done. Over here, I can remove myself from the whitelist. How do ads work? Don't see them any. Do others in the chat get them, or do you? It's so basically how ads on Twitch work is it plays a period of ads, and people that are watching the stream randomly get a certain amount of ads within that period. So you could get up to the how long it lasts, or you could get a less of an amount of ads depending on the person. Like somebody in a 3-minute ad period might only get 15 seconds of ads, and it's completely random. But yeah, it's people in the chat who get them, and it's people who are not subbed or who don't have turbo. And then there's two types of ads. There's pre-rolls and mid-rolls. Pre-rolls appear when you go onto a stream. Mid-rolls appear when a stream is going. If somebody plays 3 hours of mid-rolls every hour, 3 minutes of mid-rolls every hour, then disables pre-rolls, which is what most streamers will do. Don't get any though, so what's up with that, Wonder? Do you have an ad block? That might be blocking it. There's not a lot of people that have ad blockers. For some reason, it doesn't block it on my Twitch. But I know some people have managed to block Twitch ads. Just play no Chrome? Interesting. Yeah. I don't know, maybe you just got lucky and didn't get any. It happens sometimes. Also depends on geographical location as well, and how close you are to the streamer. Because I know some people who are on very different parts of the world who get less ads because it doesn't know what ads to show them. You have to bond with the ad account for more ads. True. Magical algorithm work, yeah. Been on Twitch for about a year, no ads. That's interesting. If you've gotten no ads at all in a year? Yeah, I haven't heard that happening before. Living somewhere that has no advertisers? Yeah. What country would fall under that? I guess more countries over on the eastern part of the world? USA Northeast. Okay, yeah, I have no idea why that. Because, yeah, theoretically you should get ads at some point there. But yeah, you just got very lucky. The Twitch gods have smiled upon you. Because USA Northeast is like closest you could possibly get to me without being in Canada. And it's also in the US where Twitch is. Twitch staff are currently trying to resolve that for you. If I'm a Prime subscriber? I don't think so. Because I also am connected in Prime and I get ads. But if you have Turbo, then you don't get ads. But yeah, it's only for the person you're Prime sub to that you don't get ads for, because that counts as a sub. Okay. I'm gonna want to figure out why this is not working. What do I even do the request? Oh, I do it here. Oh, I don't even emit it. That would cause issues. Okay. I'm gonna print out what I get. You're with Godot so far, pretty cool. Thanks. Considering the fact that I don't even know what Turbo means, I don't know. Yeah. Turbo is essentially Twitch's paid... What's the best way to describe it? It's just paid Twitch. So you get no ads anywhere. If I do adcon dev here, submit. And then I get data. .data. And then 0.id. And then what if it's not a valid channel? So if I do that. Okay. If not, data.size equals 0. I want to emit and then I want to emit id.data 0.id. And then not id.data.size equals 0. So now if I enter Adagon dev, submit, invalid type and function pushback, convert argument 1 from int to string. Okay, so I have to convert it back to a string. Would I even send an int? Why not just send a string? If I convert this to string, and then just don't convert this to an int, and don't convert this to an int, and then play. And now if I add to whitelist, Adagon dev, submit, and then if I do Adagon fire, it shows up. Okay, so it's working. You can now add channels to the whitelist without manually modifying the file. And then the next thing I'm going to have to do is to make it persist by actually writing to the file. To do that, I'm going to want to create functions to read and load from the file. Func save to whitelist, and then func load from whitelist. For this, I'm going to want to copy my code here. And then over here, I'm going to want to open the file for writing. And then edit the content. So file dot. I guess I could clear the file and then write everything that's in the whitelist array. Is there a function to write? There has to be some sort of function where I can push to the file. Because this gives text. If I look at the docs, it's going to give me something. Store string. That would do it. If I look at the docs for store string, it's going to give me. Appends the string to the file without a line return. Without a line turn, that's not what I want. Store line. Okay, that's what I want. So over here, I want to do file.clear or erase. Is there a way to easily delete everything from a file? For channel in whitelist, file.storeline channel. Erase, nope, clear, nope. Flush. I don't think that's what I want. That would be flushing behavior instead of clearing. So Unix positions. Get Pascal string. Okay. I'm gonna look up this. Godot, how to clear file content. If you open a file in write mode, it should erase the previous contents. Oh, that works. It's the easy way to do it. And I just store a line here. I can move this check. And then in the else here, I just set whitelist equal to an empty array. Paste this down here. And then call load from whitelist. And over here, I save to whitelist. So now if I play, and then I add the Adagon dev channel here, and I go to my text file. I can see that it added my ID. So let's say I clear everything, and then I submit this. Okay, but yeah, you guys can't see it, but this is what it looks like right now in the file. I don't save comments, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But it has the ID for me adding my channel, and then the ID again for me adding my channel. I'm gonna have to prevent duplicates as well. If whitelist.has ID, then return. And that way it won't do duplicates. I'm going to do a new comment here for handle comments. Allow editing, show current channels. Or instead of comments, I could just store the username of the channel. I think I would do that. If I go to here, and instead of just storing the value here, I can do var data. Instead of login, I'm going to want to change that to be ID. Or is there another thing it's called? It is called... This is not the right tab. Okay, it's called ID. So I do ID value. And then emit it here. Nice. And instead of only having the ID, I'm going to do a new argument. This would be name. This would be a string. Then over here, this will emit. I also print out what data I get just so I can get the exact value. So I put this up, submit Adagon dev. Okay, do I want login or display name? I'll do login. No, I'll do display name. Why not? And then emit data.data 0.display name. And then do the same up here. Is this song quieter? I don't think I mastered it correctly. I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna just skip this because it's like that. Yeah, this one's fine. Okay. So anything else in here I want? Don't think so. Oh, I could get the profile image. Do I want that though? I can make it look nicer. Why not? I'll get it. How do I currently do emotes? Load PNG from buffer, and then it requests an image buffer. What's the buffer it gets? Because if I can just do a URL, I can just do the profile icons the same way. If I do attic on fire. Ah, okay, it is an actual buffer. It's because I modified how the request handles it. No, it's because it returns image.png. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to do profile icons as easily as I want to. So I'll just do names for now. If I want to later, I could add on profile pictures. But we pass ID, we pass string. I go over here. ID name string. And then in whitelist, instead of just having an array, having an array of IDs, I'm going to store an object. And then let's see where I can get. I guess filter is the only way I can really get an object, whether an object has a property. If whitelist.filter func x dot id equals id dot size. Basically what this does, expected, oh, I need to do a bracket here. X not to, oh, I need to do it in here. There we go. Essentially what this does is it filters to see if any objects in the array have an ID equal to the ID it passed in. If it does, then size is not equal to 0, so it will be a truthy value and it will return. Else it will add it to the array, so it will prevent duplicates. And over here in the pushback, I'll push back ID equals ID and then name equals name. It does not allow the short form. Fair. Some languages do, some languages don't. And then I save to whitelist. I'm going to get rid of everything in the current whitelist. And then in here, For channel and whitelist, store line, I'm going to do %s, hash %s, and then that will be replaced by channel.id, and then channel.name. And then over here, it iterates over everything in the whitelist, splits it on the hash, and then if the size is greater than 1, it actually stores it in the whitelist. Was I equals new object, ID is ID split 0, name is ID split 1. Then here I'm going to want to make these strings so that it goes properly. And then if I play, there we go. So nothing works yet. I can do after whitelist, I want to add on dev, submit. Now exists a function filter and base pack string array. Why is it a pack string array? And why would it not have a filter function? Is there a way I can convert this to an actual array? Okay, yeah, I can just call array that dot filter, and then add on dev, able to access the property key ID on a base object type string. Why is it a string? What's the current whitelist? It is an empty string. That's not what I want. It shouldn't even be able to do. Oh, I do whitelist equals content.split. Okay, var file content equals content.split. And then I do that. Whitelist dot push back, and then the object. Play. Add on dev, submit. And now if I go to the array, it's a dictionary of size 2 now, which is what I want. And I don't have to convert it because it is now an actual array instead of a pack string array. Oh, is the visual stuck there? That's interesting. I don't think I've had that happen before. I guess because I minimized the tab, so I guess I just have to not minimize it. But now on dev is added. If I look at the whitelist file, it's stored as the ID and then on dev, which is what I want. And I can theoretically add rinks, for example. So if I pull this up and then go rinks, submit, I'm going to want to clear the input whenever it's submitted and detect if there's an enter pressed. If so, that submits it. before that, I'm going to make sure that the bottom part is populated. For that, I think I'm just going to do a label. So do a label here. I can expand it out. Horizontal alignment center. This is anchored to the center. And then it goes down like that. Expands out. Instead of having the labels free, I'm going to put them into an H box. I set minimum size to 220, 220. Cat slime, nice. Put it into the H box, duplicate it 2 times, and then move the H box to be anchored at center, and move it downwards. Here we go. Added channels 1, added channels 2, added channels 3. And whenever it gets a new one, it's going to call a new function. Func update labels. I need a reference to these 3, so I'll select them all, drag them in. .text equals empty, 2.text equals empty, and 3.text equals empty. And then for I in range 0, whitelist.size. If I is less than 10, out channels 1 dot text plus equals a new line. The new line will be whitelist. This would be %s dash %s. I could just do the channel name. Plus equals whitelist index I dot name. LFI is less than 20, do that to 2. LFI is less than 30, do that to 3. And then update labels whenever I load from whitelist. And whenever I push back to the whitelist. So did I play now? And I do W. Oh, I don't have new lines. %s new line. And then I play. There we go. Adagon Dev and Ranks, which are the 2 channels I've added in so far. And theoretically, if I add in Turbugus and submit, it appears at the bottom. So we got some progress. Next up, clear it whenever it's submitted. Um, filter by name. Or add new action. Enter text. Map that to enter. LF input dot is action just pressed, enter text, and line focused. And I want to call on submit button pressed. And in on submit button pressed, I'm going to clear the value. Insert ID line edit dot clear. So if I play, over here, if I submit freshwater fern, submit, freshwater fern is added and it clears this. Who's the other person that I had emotes from? I guess I'll do Little Doctor Games test. Little Doctor Games, and if I hit enter, it enters it. Okay, so we can now fully submit channels to be added to here. Instead of this edit button, I think I'm just going to have X's beside each of these, and whenever one's clicked, then it gets rid of that option. If I want to do that, I'm going to have to make those separate labels instead of the same label. Which is possible, I just have to turn into a VBox. And then start with no objects there, and then instantiate in objects for each one. So get rid of the X button. Hide these, do a VBox. This VBox is going to have multiple labels in it. This label is going to have a minimum X of 220. Like that. And it's also going to be in an H box. So we have the label, and then a close button, or an X button, which I can just add in a new button for, with the text X. And this label is going to be center aligned. Okay. This would be added channel. This will be saved as a new scene. I'm gonna have to make a script for that. So have a signal. Signal remove channel. The button here, when it is pressed, it's going to call that signal. And that's going to be read in by the main portion to actually delete that player. So I'm skipping the song because of the mastering. Because it's something we're going to have to edit later. Should we do some heartbound? So we go over here. I get a reference to the added channel. Object. And then get a reference to the VBox here. Added channels 1. Remove 1, 2, and 3 from this. This would be added channels 1. And I'll duplicate that to 2 and then to 3. Get a reference to these 3. And then clear, when I want to clear all the children from added channels 1, 2, and 3. For child in added channels 1.get children. Child.queueFree. Same for 2 and 3. And then add var, let's just do an if. If I is less than 30, because I can only store 30 names in here. Var new label equals added channel dot instantiate new label dot text equals, or dot label dot text equals or this I dot name and then add channels 1 dot add child new label. And then same for 2 and for 3. Over in added channel, I'm going to want a reference to the label, which I can put up here. And that should now work. So if I play, invalid assignment of property key text with value type string on a base object type nil. Because the label does not exist yet. So I'm going to have to do that after I add the child. So I open this up. There we go. We have the 5 channels and then X buttons for all of them. It's a lot less than 10 that can be stored there. What if I make the height less? Let's do random channels to test this out. Let's say I do Falanier. And let's also do fuzzy, why not? And then Noah. Okay, so it seems like it pushes it up. Yeah, definitely can handle the 10. What's another name I can put over here? Hypnotic games. And then one more to test, GSVault. Okay, so it does move it over once it fills up. I'm gonna have to do way less than 10 though. Good slime, nice. Let's do 7. So this would be 21. 7, 14, 21. Play. Okay, that seems fine. It's not centered though, which is gonna bug me. I can move that over a bit. Okay, that seems fine. And then next I have to hook up the close button to actually remove the channel from the whitelist. func remove from whitelist ID if size equals if not size, so if it does not exist in the whitelist, then return. Otherwise, whitelist equals, actually I don't even have to do that, I could just do a filter. Equals whitelist dot filter for all instances where ID is not equal to the ID I passed in. So it removes it. And then update labels, save to whitelist. Over here, I can then, whenever I create something here, new label dot remove channel dot connect, remove from whitelist dot bind, and then whitelist I dot ID. So now if I play, and I open this up and I click the X on Noah, that just removed everything. That is not what I want. So I'm gonna skip the song real quick. Why did it remove everything? Filter where ID is not equal to the ID I passed in, which is what I want. If I do a print here, print ID, print whitelist, play. If I add Atagon dev and then Tobugus, and then remove Tobugus. Okay, only just the ID, but then it removes everything. It's because I don't return. That would do it. Add Atagon dev, add Tobugus, remove Tobugus, and it works. Okay. So yeah, it's just because I didn't return. But yeah, now we can add and remove things from the whitelist directly from the app. So I don't need to do this anymore because everything's handled in the app. I add whitelist in the app itself. I technically handle comments, but I changed it to be names. And I allow editing by removing it. And I show current channels. Okay, solid progress. I'm gonna have to re-add in all the channels I had before. I don't know them off the top of my head though. So I'm gonna probably have to do that later. And look at the VOD for what it used to be. Oh, and I can remove the ID lookup site button because I don't actually need that anymore. And over here, insert channel name instead of ID. Okay, what happens if I do ID though? Does it still work? If I remove myself and then add myself by ID, it works. Oh, and it does the lowercase version. That's weird. I do display name in both areas, so I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. I'll be streaming for 3 hours. Okay, it's probably going to be it for this stream. So I'm going to find somebody to raid. But that was a very solid progress with the emote system. Now it is actually usable for somebody who does not want to tinker in the code the entire time. The only thing I really have to do left is add in animated emotes and then add in the range for emote spawns, which isn't big. I could technically just push it out now, which I probably would do after stream. And then we have to make docs and stuff for it. But yeah, we'll see who's streaming right now. If we go to twitch.tv, who's on? Funbase, Ranks, Falanier. Oh, Falanier's doing affiliate anniversary. Yeah, let's raid Falanier. Why not? Alright. This time it's done by. For people who are... Actually, let me do the end stream slime pack. For anybody who might be here. There you go. For people that are subbed, you have the sub chicken, which is Atagon Jam, which I'll send in chat. For people who are not subbed, you have the Unicode chicken, which I'll also send in chat. And we're going to give Falanier some chickens. /raid. Falanier. I'll see you all later. Next stream should be on Wednesday. And I'll be... What am I even going to be doing on Wednesday? Probably more work on this, to be honest. To try to fully finish this up. And also the music system. I might work on slimes, though, depending on how I'm feeling. And then on Friday will either be Dev or Die or Lundari. And then I'm also going to be doing some streams on the weekend doing Dev or Die. So there'll be some bonus weekend streams this week. I'm going to have to get Falanier stream ready so I can actually chat with them. Alright. I'll see you later. Bye. Say hi to Falanier for me.